Hey everyone, this is Caro. Welcome to this cartomancy reading with Katina's Deste cards. So air signs, it's your turn now. We will be performing this reading for Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. So this is a very large spread. It is one of the readings that I have been doing so often in the past. But as the new needs and also necessities enter, one of my dear members, also a long-time channel subscriber lady, has reminded me that this is something comprehensive, and it is taking a long time to process the cards one by one. So bear with me if you are especially into cartomancy. Now, Deste cards, just to give some information, Deste cards are for people who really goes through something, because it is a cards different than Keeper, Sibylla, Lenormand. It has this tone, you know, this happened, that happened. So it also involves some complicated situations. So it has a very different vibe. These cards can be also interpreted more of a psyche level in order to understand what is on a person's mind, or fears, subconscious influences. So at times I will be also doing that, because the spread has also this method that I will be using has also those placements. This method I will be using called Tandridna method. So Tandridna method, it is going to include the west, north, south and the eastern sides. Now, first time in your reading, I will eventually try something. Now, with the permission of this deck, with the permission of the deck itself, and to its very rightful owners, who has lived like centuries ago, or some hundreds years ago, I will add something new to this spread. I didn't do it before, but I will do it now. Somehow I got inspired to do that. So yes, what we will be doing now, there is a central card here. It's good, by the way, we are preparing ourselves to the reading, and we have an open live chat. We have an open live chat as well, so that we also wait viewers here to come and join us. So here we will have a central card. This central card will represent your energy. So this card in the middle will represent you and anything which is eventually surrounding you. Now, to this spot we usually put a card when we use a deck, but now I have the two decks, as this is a copy though, this is the original deck, but it needs to rest a bit, so I had a copy. But from this deck that I wanted it to rest for some time, I will get the court cards. So there can be male people or female people watching this reading. I will attain court cards to males and also females watching this reading. When we have an image of a card in the future or in the past, we will exactly spot your position as well. Something I wanted to do technically though intuitively, of course, we can also do that, but sometimes we want to also be amazed with how the cards coming and eventually showing up in a reading. So we can also follow some synchronicity, some magic, and some other elements that these cards can offer. This reading is, as I have mentioned, for people who have really gone through something, or they have really some issues in their life, but I will also interpret it from a, of course, more psyche level as well. So the North and the South cards will provide me that. So let's okay, now eventually this is how I do in the private readings as well, but now I'm going to, I mean, in some spreads I usually determine and give cards to my querents, but now I will do it in this one for the collector. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, welcome once again to this reading. We will perform Katina's Deste card reading. This reading series will be done for earth, water, air and fire signs. We have already finished the water and the earth signs. Now it is your turn. So this reading was possible with the contribution of members who has lately become a member to support the channel, and also people who have used these super chat facilities to contribute and donate. These people have made these readings possible. That's why do not thank me, but thank them. And if you can, support, because your support will come back to you in a different reading form or a content, as what we have here is goes back to the channel, so that the channel can also sustain itself. So yeah, every contribution here is for the content for itself. So if you can definitely contribute. I have kept the membership fees, you know, like a coffee fee, a sandwich fee. So, you know, you don't need to blow your finance to support a channel. You know, it's not a big deal to support, because YouTube are giving the creators this facility, so we let you know. So this is a matter of a priority for people who are watching, rather than a financial term. So because I'm sure if I show up somewhere, you would buy me a coffee for sure, right? So they are not big deal things, because sometimes people writing in the comments, it makes me feel bad about myself. Like, for instance, Caro, I'm financially so bad, I can't support, but I will when I can. You know, guys, you don't have to write these type of things. That's okay. But here, the creators which are offering you content like nourishing, nurturing your mind and soul, they are not here with these YouTube features. These amounts are very humble, very modest prices, $1, $2, $3, you know, this type of things. You just need to choose, so you don't have to blow your bank or something. That's why at some point it is not a financial matter, but a matter of priority, and of course it depends on your kind and generous heart too. That's why I don't want to feel bad about myself when I read this kind of comments, because the fees that is super humble and modest things, though these are not private readings. So thank you so much for speaking my truth and explaining myself in this. Now I would like to begin this reading. So for the females and for the males, okay, we have the males and females. Now I'm going to pick one female card for the ladies and one male card for the gentlemen. So for the ladies watching this reading, for the collective, let's see. Okay, so ladies come as Asiranta, wonderful. This is a lady also who does divination, so wonderful to see that. She's the family woman, the mother. She's really most appreciated cards among the court cards, and she represents usually family relationships. So eventually I see here now connecting with me mothers, single mothers, or people who has these responsibilities like mothering for something, or someone who needs their care, very thoughtful. Also maybe people already into divination, tarot, other divination, astrology, they are also maybe connecting with me in this reading. And the gentleman will be Dare, energetically. So the ladies were systematically now brought, these cards were systematically now brought, which is now corresponding with our time. So Asiranta and Dare. Dare will represent the psyche of the masculine, and Asiranta will represent the feminine. Dare though is a figure who is, this is a very melancholic guy, but he has this positive attitude eventually with life, but he sometimes represents the betrayed husband in the readings. Asiranta represents the mother, the family woman, and also can be the relative, also aunt. Like for instance, you watching like an aunt for a person, you know, paternal, maternal, doesn't matter. Dare has some melancholic energy in the readings usually. He also a masculine figure who is known with very picky, very hair splitter ways. He has this soft, well-natured soul deep down. But he has also insecurities as well. Asiranta also has insecurities. But in Dare, for instance, he thinks that in the cards, like woman cannot stand him due to his this picky energy. So this type of energy, sometimes, by the way, he's really eventually energizing also others with his steps, and he has a well-organized thought system, and also skepticism at his best. So I think the masculine energy is now being very skeptic about maybe some matters in their life. They are questioning. Also, they at this time, maybe there is this picky energy, really, this hair splitting energy. They really analyze, try to analyze well. Asiranta eventually is good because we have also the Cancer season. So women are very much that nourishing, nurturing, that family oriented, or you know, you may not have your family with you, but you have this caring nature. I mean, it is good to see those two. So now let's put them here together. This is a card which represents, you know, our all elements: air, fire, water, and also earth. Now we have the second deck, as I said, the copy. If we see the cards also showing, okay, we will see, by the way, their here position. Now in this reading, okay, now Dare and Asiranta maybe with each other. For some viewers who has a love interest association, or there is this man, or for man there is this woman, this we can take it as a couple, but we can also take them separately, okay? Because everyone is have a different story, so we need to bring them in different ways. So it can be what Asiranto goes through separately. It can be also what Dare goes through separately, but it can be also story where they also go together, go through together in the story. We will see. Okay, just be open-minded. For my readings, just be open-minded, ladies and gentlemen. So let's begin. Okay, so excited for this Tandridna method. So excited for this Tandridna method. Okay, now let's first have our cards ready. So our cards, our spread will start first with a north. Now the north will represent our wishes. The south will represent our fears and subconscious influences. Here we have a card in the west section, and also we have a card in the east section. Now this is the north. The first three cards are the wishes, or what is really on our minds. This is the south part. This is our fears and subconscious influences. And this is going to be the west, that this is our past. So it all starts from here and developing like this. This is our now, and it goes towards the future. So here we have the probable future represented by the east. So let's begin. Okay. A card to the north, a card to the south, a card to the north, a card to the south, a card to the west, a card to the east, a card to the west, a card to the east, a card to the east, a card to the west. Okay, now one more time. So, okay, so a card to the west, a card to the east, a card to the west, a card to the east, a card to the east, a card to the west. Good. Now, one more time. A card to the west, a card to the east, a card to the east, a card to the west, a card to the east, a card to the west. Okay. Now, I will pick one card from this, and I want to put this underneath this as that major theme that they go through eventually, separately or together in some forms. Okay, now we are ready. We are ready. Now we will begin. So let's begin from the north. The first card will represent your wish, okay? Or something in your mind. This is very important because this is surrounding flowers. it's obvious. Air signs occupied to be happy. They are waiting for news, developments, which is going to give them joy, a sense of well-being. They are very much occupied with their happiness now, and something to blossom new in their life. So they have this renewed hopes. Also, they wanna feel optimist in life, okay? Optimist, and they want things to go fine for them, okay? And they also feel very courageous with this hope, happiness, maybe some air signs now feeling refreshed. They really, there is this feeling of relief after a long time. This can be also, they may be very much encouraged for something that they are after, as they are hoping that their luck, this luckiness, will be better. They will also find themselves like adapting to conditions, okay? So let's find out the south. Oh, again, now the clouds are eventually similar like flowers. So, but this has come as a fear. So it's like, what if I won't be happy? What if, you know, this dark night of the soul arrives? This is a very beneficial card. It gives a particular, eventually, this radiance to the person, peace, courage, serenity to the here our collective members, to Asiranta and the Dare. They want serenity, but their fear is, are they really, you know, have they really feel that courage to go for the things they want? And will they attain peace, that serenity? This card is also about true love, which is very strong and pure. So it may indicate maybe some fears, some doubts about this love, because these people may be here, they have fears to what, from what they have to face later, okay? They have come to this point, they have give a lot of labor for that. Now, will they like complete this journey like without any single wound or marked? The air signs are looking for relief. They absolutely do not look for conflict. So the over-analyzing capacity of the air signs eventually are not visible here. They just concentrate on the solution, and they eventually, what they fear is like the fear from itself. Something dark, something panic, if, you know, insecurity, anxiety occupies, where am I gonna lead myself? But on their mind, eventually there is this bright side of life. But what if the problems come and find me? So it's like a sense of worry they fear due to the problems that they may face in the probable future. Let's see from where they are coming from. You see the mountains reversed. They are coming from really difficulties here. I think air signs have really overcome something that was really hard for them. There was this very submissive situation which has like tested them eventually to stay grounded, and they had to like defend themselves, and they had these potentials beginnings. They have really spent hard time to accomplish them, and now they are so close, like, to actualize a dream. So in the past, eventually there was a sorrow, there was difficulties, and maybe there were some influential friends here in the past who were also very loyal and powerful. So maybe they got a help from their friends. And this has helped them to overcome difficulties and hard times. So there is a lucky aspect, okay? They really treasure this. They really treasure this help, this power helping them. It can be also for some of you a power or a powerful figure which will help them soon to face these obstacles or fears, like they are waiting for some kind of a support. Yes, the castle, and this is coming, or what has been they are provided here turns out to be their castle with something that they can write. It's like a headquarters, and the foundation that they can build upon. And in this castle, of course, they are safe, and they are very close of like the longevity of their plans, like without getting prepared or without the transitional period. Something concrete, hopeful. This can be also a place that they will engaging soon, like they will be part of a great conglomerate place, I think. And there is really something strong here. And this past energy is even like bringing them more of it. Now, as a wish in the north, we are finding, we have Isfahan here. This time I included the spirits in the reading. Normally eventually I don't, but in this one I wanted to try some new things. Now, let's get one more card to this. Oh, badass, again another spirit. You are very much guided to change your actions. Air signs are very fluid, like very flexible in adapting things. So they want to really attract the best fortune for a new beginning, and you know, they want conditions that they do not have to suspect, get suspicious, like get skeptic about. They want to have trust and faith. Two spirits has come here, like on the head. You are here like divinely guided. So there can be maybe some synchronicities at this time throughout July, which is also showing them that they are on the right path. They do not have to go skeptic, and there can be also maybe some developments they are expecting, which is gonna stop that skepticism. After all, with the air signs, the mind is always alert, and to see flowers eventually is a very relaxing. But Zara here again, like the head is active, but it is also very much guided to take the steps that they are divinely guided. They want a very fresh new beginning. Now, as the fear or the subconscious influence, yes, the fears here are deeply rooted on the subconscious level, which may be about also upbringing, some worries. Now, air signs or people have a lot of air placement at this time. Their dreams may eventually brought that visions, you know, that scenarios that they do not want to introduce. Like, so sometimes in our dreams we face with our most feared, feared scenarios, right? The most scared scenarios. So this is here now, may come into their awareness for sure, but the particular fear is not something new. That it is like already like occupying you. It just surfaced maybe in this new circumstances now. And the moon here is telling me though that they have a lot of chance here to reflect. There is a rich imagination, dream time, receptivity, very much open to this mystic energy. I also sense them like if, as we have the skeptic Zara here, if in the probable future they can find out some hidden truths, or if some messages can come to them through their dreams, but they are pretty much very receptive, very adaptable. This is also literally the fear of the dark, and sometimes the nightmares and the dreams. So yes, it is rich, but it seems it gets scary sometimes, like shadowing here these positive cards. Now, as a wish, we have, oh, Tagral. Okay, so now I have to repeat some scenarios. If you're a female watching, Tagral here can be a love interest who is on your mind. Tagral in Deste cards can be a boss figure or a colleague, but usually a person who gives your job. Okay, the boss. This guy is a philosophy guy, a solitaire person who is into some existential questions. He travels a lot. This is the guy for romanticism. Okay, not the marriage, but you know, is more of like a person who is not into marriage or commitment, but rather romance and flirt and, you know, traveling and this type of guy. So this may be like a boss figure, a love interest, someone related with work. Now some people here, I didn't find Dare here. Now the Asiranta is associated. So maybe now if you are already partnered with a person, you may have an interest towards a man which is close to you, like a boss, or separately here this is your love interest, so also Asiranta without Dare. For Dare, so if you are a heterosexual man watching this video, Tagral can be currently the boss figure. So the masculine eventually here is very bothered with work, and the bosses, the CEOs, or people who is on their, because maybe this figure is demanding for Dare, okay? So if you are a same-sex interest, so watching this video, Tagral can be Dare's love interest as well, maybe in the same workplace, but Tagral is a free spirit. Dare is more of like conservative in nature. Okay, so this is the difference of these two men. Now let's get back to our cards. So here, let's find out a fear or a subconscious influence. Oh, we are very afraid of, well, I would say, okay, so now the friend and the clouds is like a love to a person who is maybe not like a friend, but a person feels dark, like if this, you know, like a person who is like a friend to you, close to you, but you eventually have this love towards them. I mean, you have feelings for them, and when you see them, you are very happy. It can be, but maybe this is like taking place in a workplace, so there is this dynamics. If not, here there is this scary energy that this person is showing up in your dreams. We have the moon in very interesting ways, and as the friend mirroring the Tagral, so Tagral here becomes a friend. Maybe they also mirror each other, but not sure about the new beginning or being skeptic about this person, though you may also have their powerful influence in your life. Your love for them is pure, but also maybe cannot really be sure, but it's like you enjoy that secure place maybe they offer, okay, because they are over this castle, so they are definitely engaged with that place. Just a sec, please, let me hydrate myself, air signs. Okay, so here now we have another card, which is gonna represent the past. Oh, okay, we have the big evil Valide. Now Valide is the destruction energy in our reading. I can understand now why you needed the powerful help of a person, maybe to overcome that energy, or in the past, oh, we have the reversal. You feel the toxicity of a person who is trying to prevent the path for you, and we have a reversal, or maybe now some relationships maybe that is supposed to stay diplomatic or casual, official, turn out to be a bit upside down. Like there has been some intrigues, Philippines of a person. Okay, Sa is the womanizer guy who seduces partnered woman, and here we have like something or someone has like targeted you or your aim, let's say. So we have this something for you maybe was eventually easier than it is, but somehow it got difficult, more difficult than it is, but the damage maybe they have created is eventually okay, there was this damage, but you overcome it, though there can be also this seducing energy of something, even man, woman, doesn't matter, but Valide here is ill will, and this has happened in the recent past, as it is not that much of far away. Let's find out how this card now turns out to be in the probable future. Wonderful. Okay, air signs, it's like you are a cat and you have 9 lives. And one of the lives has been gone. It's like now 8 lives left. The point here is that the sword reversed, due to this protection you have, maybe from these powerful people, influential people, or you have a good this circle of people, this energy cannot shed blood, metaphorically speaking, because the cards have this also traditional language. We have this sword reverse now, so someone eventually trying to do harm, or they try to cause harm, but they cannot achieve it. They just you eventually overcome this. So it is not eventually it is not something which can hurt you. Yes, some problems can occur, but the danger this energy here is now creating in the probable future, they are not able to strike you. They are not able to hurt and harm you. So you are avoiding from a danger here. This can be also revealing of your enemies. Now at this point, let's get a complementary card. So if there is enemy, or what is that danger there, which is not not touching you now. Okay, let's ask Katina, who is that reverse sword? We have the sun. This is clarity, so maybe some enemies will be clear, or this is like your vitality, your life energy. Someone is like harming your energy that it can be, okay? And I think in the situation, this friend card, you see, you are very much well warned, maybe with a friend. I mean, this friend energy normalizes the situation for you, well, making something like too unable to hurt, like literally the person wants to bring their darkness to this, right, we have the sun here, but it seems they are not able to do that. Good one. So you overcome, okay? But I also feel you, this skeptic energy here also in the past, of course. Any card here staying in this position is in the past. This skeptic energy maybe has helped you to develop you know, that intuition. It eventually make you well warned, as the Isfahan and the Bedes, the spirit cards, right? We said divinely guided. So when you are divinely guided, the harm cannot become real. Okay, good one. Now I'm happy this Valide energy is staying in your past now. Okay, because this is the only card I want to see really in people's this west section, which is the past. We don't like these cards to see in the future positions. Okay, now good one. Let's begin now to another position. So yes, in the past. Oh yes, there you go. So now this mouse, a lot of games, actions which causes detriment, robbery, theft, legal situations. So this is really a stealing card. Okay, this is the stealing card. It is it may also, of course, for some of you, like maybe there was this trial, okay, which wanted to like steal your treasure, especially like problem in the house it can be, but now you are receiving what you have maybe lost in this probable future. This person eventually in the past with a particular action, they have lost the hope that they harm, but they eventually tried it. So this is the argument, the unfair energy, okay? Any loss which is like beyond repair, but it is again in the past, so I'm very happy. I don't know, but Valide here, a person with a mouse card in their head, may also can be someone that you even need to hide your belongings, precious belongings from them when they give you visit. So this stealing energy, okay? And it says, have you done business with this person? Because they have definitely don't have your best interest. In the probable future, oh nice, you see, you have a pet. So now here there is enough anticipation, expectation, as you are now protected from this harm, you wondering if a new path can be possible now, because it's like you have come to the most difficult, you have left the most difficult side behind. So let me see what kind of a path eventually you are thinking, because that path can lead to really new opportunities in life, and it's a new way, a solution maybe. Also, those times when we are looking for paths which are clear for us, you know, new chances, opportunities, and I also feel you are eventually unexpectedly, you know, this opportunity comes to you, and so it offers something. You definitely want that. Oh, Selena reverse. This is eventually willing to know about a person before you proceed, willing to know their real face. If there is here again a marriage involved, this can be even like maybe a relative of a person here who is doing harm. Here eventually it's like, you know, like a person is really evil, and you want this also to recognize maybe by others, like wanna show eventually they did bad. Because here I see you try to prove something, but in the end, of course, we are adults, so people are accountable for their actions, and they are doing choices and take initiatives. You can of course state your opinion, but it's always up to that person. So here eventually, by eliminating something who is not at least have the best interest to your path, you try to like avoid them, you like try to open new paths for yourself. So you want like a particular distance maybe from a person. So okay, let's go to the probable feature. Hesse reversed. This is about oh, now you are thinking, how mad was that? Like, what kind of a madness was that? How you have like survived from this? Or something was like about to touch you, but it didn't. So that eventually you are like happy that you didn't lose your serenity, you didn't lose your serenity. You still have this cool, but having hard time to process, for instance, what you went through. So you develop this sort of now this attitude, you know now what needs to be done. But maybe there are people around you that who is in your mind, like you think they got to change their attitude, or they you know, it's like saying, okay, I am seeing this, do you really see the same thing like me? I see also here that you are in some kind of a altruistic behavior towards a person. Maybe you want this person to see what you are really seeing. Because here there is a serious experience that you want to share, you want to like prove something, you want to show something's real face. So you are like, now in this line, you are really creating a narrative, a new story for yourself. Let me see what has said there. Now, Gamhat's energy is a man who is also very perfectionist. It can be eventually similar energy with Dare, because you see they are the same suit, but this is a sultan, this is a prince. So Dare here is a more mature, older form of male figure. I feel this energy like a young person who has been like under the pressure of a woman, like can't really find a way to express themselves. Also like the younger version of Dara here. So maybe it's like Valide is after Gamhat, but it's you first they got to eliminate. Okay, so there can be that a woman rivalry or a challenge with a woman. It can be I don't know, but a former lover, an ex, are they also you know, you now as this person, you want this person like to become your now ex from now on. You don't want to take them in the future. Like this can be, for instance, an ex. For instance, especially if you go through a divorce period, or this ex who just not doing well in the past, but you have now this new person in your life. Let me see a card in the probable future, the book reversed. Okay, here we are facing with some facts of our situation. We will have a more grounded sense of what is our current reality. So it's like you know, this check, okay? It's like check, cabin cross check, cabin cross check, like, you know, before they take off. Yes, you are here, we have the fish. So you are about to make a choice now. Your situation is now settled. It's like right behind the eyes of you. You have some solid form of reality. You will here choose, but here the choice will be like either leaving something completely behind, or you may have a chance like to do something back to them. Like maybe a legal situation, for instance, they lost, but now you start a lawsuit towards them for the losses that they have caused, for instance. But here you need to be quick. So just in a general reading, at least I can say there will be some certain facts. You will be maybe like towards the end of July, you will be introduced. It will be important for you to make a choice. The energy here is eventually talk about timing. You need to be fast with this choice. So it is better you ground yourself with here a healthy dose of reality. In the past, so reverse ruby is when a relationship is over, when we have separate beds with a person. Okay, we make the bed separate. No bedroom, controversies in a love affair. But look at this evil energy comes out of it. Like, you know, so it's not like a relationship, okay, go separation and people going different ways, but this has made a lot of like this negative, evil, toxic energy comes out of it. And now you keep learning maybe about this previous relationship you were in, or a person you were maybe madly in love. Let's find out a card in the it is very inevitable to get into some disputes with a person. There are some rumors here, maybe gossips. You know that these gossips will be around, but you are gonna like close your ears to them. You are eventually lending your ears to your own inner. This fish is like, you know, I got to make this decision. I have to be quick. Otherwise, I'm gonna get caught. So with the timing done, you're gonna choose. You know the debateful part, dispute part of your situation, but you will get out of this dilemma. So this is gonna be a fast decision. Also, to avoid any defeat, it can be. Okay. Now let's find another probable future card. Okay, there can be some cancellation. You see this path. Now this opportunity may not play out so fast. If you are thinking about traveling in this next 2 months, 3 months, here some cancellations may occur. Why? In the past, yes, this ending. By the way, for some of the air signs I watch, you know, sometimes in relationships, when couples, I don't know if this is your story, but there are really very different life stories in that people go through. For instance, when couples sometimes they lose a child, it can be, of course, in a different way. Illness, it can be accident, it can be something, but then they sometimes can't make it through their marriage or relationship. They got separated. I don't know, this is not a child, maybe it is just near Gamhat, this boy. So but like there is a loss here. This is eventually make things like go upside down. And in the probable future, this has still some heat. Okay, this particular loss has still some heat. So there are things eventually you refrain from, maybe, you know, coming alive. Though, this is, the poppy flower is forgetting. And it's the release. So in the past, eventually, maybe there was a subject you wanted to release, but you know, some things have helped, but new circumstances have prevented you, or something has really hit you in the past. That was a time that you were about to release something. You were like, okay, from now on, you know, no trouble. But then this series of events like start to hit, and you were like, what the what? Now, in the probable future, we are finding the Aral. We haven't yet seen your cards, by the way. We haven't seen your cards together. So these people are people who are around you. These are not your energy. Aral is the family man, brother, father, uncle. They came reverse. There are some actions of a person, and they are maybe creating a dispute. This man is maybe the cause of a dispute in a family, or this lobbying. Okay, they are like lobbying. Aral reverse energy, you may have many good things together, a good mindset now. Some cancellation. Aral's position here is important, because now this figure to you comes in the subconscious mind. Maybe not an effective figure directly in the lifeline, but someone that you you know, a bit refrain from engaging, or their word, or they don't have so much adorable character. Though, let's find out the past. Oh no, I want to I want to go to the past. It all started from your home, household, home, property, your family, separation, family separate, but there is this home energy here. Just a sec. Not this one. I will let me see the probable. Aha, you are here. You are here. Ladies, you are here. Okay. In the probable future, you are dealing against with some family situation. Okay, dear ladies, lend me your ears, please. You are dealing some family situation. Here you have an Aral. there is a person who is lazy, but they may reveal some secrets, the things you already know, but you don't tell about a person. It may also show a fight between brothers. With the Asiranta, then you are in some kind of among family members. Here you eventually the problems to you coming from the members of the family. Asiranta is about social differences, economic differences, obstacles, difficulties. But for you, things will be overcome. There can be also this bad partnership is not getting a real breakup. So every family member is finding their rightful positions. Okay? In the past, we have the gardens reversed. The home and the garden. This is our network of people. Friends, our social circle, places we go, acquaintances, network of people. So your house is like close to this network, or this network has a particular influence over the house. This can be also secret meetings with a person. Or here in the past, there is this super happy and emotionally fulfilled energy. Suddenly turns out to be this separation and ending, where you say, I'm gonna forget and forgive, but it is this point where you figure out something, stealing, robbery, toxic energy. Maybe there is a lover who steals, a young boy, some losses maybe. Here though, with powerful, influential people or in your life, you overcome some difficulties. There is a secure place, the boss. Like a particular family member or a situation is to you like always preventing. Aral can be again father, uncle, brother. We have Sunit here. Now this man here is an interest of man, but Aral may be preventing it. Okay? Sunit here eventually, again the lover card. Now ladies here can be, they may have really this good protection, but there are still things like they got to cancel out. I mean postpone because of some family situations. There is an action you need to fast take in order to respond, and also the dilemma. But there is this person, like is there a person who is opposing you for a relationship, in a new relationship? For the gentleman, your person here, the wife is there, but they go through really big family problems. And I don't know if you have a problem with your brother, by the way, or father. Sunit can be also here a boss figure, but if your wife here is like, okay, if masculine people watching, if your wife is here cheating here, there is a big confrontation. There are a couple of men here with you also being involved, also family members. For ladies though, they got to deal with some family figures there. Like we have the key reverse, like locked in, to get locked in the thought of a male person. I mean, air signs here, you got to choose. But there are also figures that you got to deal with. Aral is from the door, like high rank place. Okay, I don't know if a powerful, influential figure is later not serving your best interest, and you wanna interact eventually with Sunit. Just a sec. Okay, so there is this complex relationship pattern that you got to go through, but Nice River telling me like there is good prospects. Air signs eventually wanna go for good prospects, abundance. They do not want to, you know, you don't want the oasis, you wanna go for the river. So this is how you're gonna make the choices. Like a fish, like a salmon fish who is returning to the river. You know, salmon fishes, they return to the river to lay their on the eggs of the female salmon fish. There is this return. Like first, before moving forward, first like you got to return to a spot, like to complete an unfinished business. After that, the opportunities I think will come more abundant, because here there is a postponement, like there is this I don't want you to go kind of thing, and some maybe pressure on you, but this grounded reality at least is giving you the chance how you gonna move forward. Let me see the cards here. The Temp. Oh, the Snake. Okay, air signs. Snake is a betrayal energy, and losing trust it can be, and some also enemies involved. So here there is a really love story in which people are like really taking sides. Even like former lovers, they take sides to each other. And the snake here is also like a snake in between two people, as we have the Valida energy, like other people's influence to relationships and how people try to, you know, manage through like everybody involved. So it's hard to manage that. I mean, this is to me more of like a love story who has a wilder quality. Like in the end, the female at least need to first organize their life circumstances, then family members, and then going for some new opportunities. Like directly engaging with the opportunity here is a bit blocked. First, it's like the energy, first deal with this, now first reach this, and then deal with this, and then finally reach the river, nice river. There can be here opportunity. I don't know if you just want to maybe leave, leave everything and go and merge a woman, but there is a man, this ex, okay? It can be like anything in that nature. This is to me, that was a tough reading. Now, I want to get some, let's get a tarot deck now. To the corners, okay, we will get some tarot cards. How many minutes we have? Goodness. Oh, this is over 1 minute, okay. Thank you so much for sticking up with me. So if you enjoy this reading, don't forget to contribute, okay? So the live chat is for that. Plus, if you want, you can also join as a member. Definitely, this will help a lot to bring these readings for a more enriching content. This is nice, so that the channel can sustain itself. So that I don't have to bring like the most watched readings. So yeah, like we can do this together, I do believe. Now, to the north, to the south, to the west, to the east. Let's find out now in the tarot card. King of Pentacles reverse, financial difficulty, seeking justice. You seek for your rightful place and waiting a decision. The devil, you see the fear, the devil. There is a particular fear. Don't let it control you. Probable feature, the fool. Yes, you will get on that ship. Okay? You're gonna free yourself from this. Come on. You're gonna free yourself, but not that much of sudden. There are things you will deal with. You will have your freedom, air signs. You will definitely have your freedom. By the way, there we have 3 major arcana cards out of 4 has come. This can be also releasing a financial difficulty, like a heavy, for instance, a debt, something on you, like it's no longer with you. So you can, out of this, you can completely create a new life. Okay, you can completely create a new life. You want to be happy. You want to be happy. But what you here are dealing with, King of Pentacles reversed and the Devil, this can be, for instance, like a contract that you have signed before, but now you are responsible. It's like a debt you are paying, which is not eventually yours. Or there was this credit, something with the credit, like you become a trustee and then you got this deceit, or a person who wants to take your home, take your this and that, you know. This is gonna be, you are protected. I mean, you're gonna not see the worst. You are not gonna see the worst. Maybe here, if you really plan something fresh and new with a new person, you will have the opportunity, but there are some things that you got to first deal. So this energy will, you wanna find in this reading, air sign, you are an air sign, so, or a person who has this air placement. So the communication, the voice, right? Reason and logic, it works, but the situation maybe has limited you in a way. You couldn't really find your strong voice in the situation, okay? You also maybe like now have to like prove your dependability in something, but sooner or later you will be, I mean, free from this restrictions, I do feel. There is some family members or more traditional figures, maybe like being traditional on you, like moralistic people, you know, moralistic in a sickly degree, very conservative. I don't know if you want to find a voice to express your sorrow and pain through media later, like making this experience, you know, writing them, publishing them, to connect them people who may like benefit from it. Because here you also have, and maybe there is a person you meet who may like release them, publish them, I do feel. You want to find your, here maybe for some of the people, I am connected with people with media. With media, or there is some public work, right? Maybe relationships with human or organization kind of thing. It can be. You may be also like in a maybe teaching sector or publishing something with writing. It can be. It can be also like in some kind of an organization, but somehow in this what you are really seeking deep down is that security. Like you want to move freely about this. You want to find your voice. This is also traveling, like being traveling, going to a country, being free from that. For instance, migrating to another place, even it can be. Or there is a man here who is like, we have the ship, they are far away and they are always on your toes, and you either you're gonna join them or they join you. So there is this, you know, freedom, very individualistic, original air sign energy, which feels oppressed maybe in a current situation. Eventually you want to bring that free thinking, that free side of you. The flowers down from the very beginning, this happiness eventually comes from the freedom, right? Air signs, I got you. I got you. You don't want to get into unhappiness, which arises from confusion about like moral matters, overly moralistic matters, dependence, or maybe some physical weaknesses. You don't want to engage with people who has this bad temper. Reverse King of Pentacles, you can become not that much of a macho, but there is something who doesn't use money in a good way. Financially here, something maybe you have witnessed, a person did not do well, kind of thing. So air signs, dear air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, these cards are usually for events like this. So, you know, I read them, for instance, people with have really, you know, going something tough in their life, like people, for instance, who has earlier get tarot system, astrology, but who hasn't, for instance, tried Katina's Deste cards yet, because you can like get a reading from any reader you feel, of course, close and trust. But with Deste readings, it's usually a unique experience. So when clients come to me for private readings, some people in the past, well, they also asked for this, but we need to see this adaptability of your situation to these cards. So you need to come with your stories for sure. And we determine court cards to you and to the people involved. So when they show up, you know, in the contexts, we exactly see and know the context. This is, you know, it's a very different system, but I like it. It's a very old cards here. Eventually, you know, there was a Gamhat who has lived. There was a Siranta. Okay, their story goes back to 500s before Christ. You know, starting with a few cards as the history evolves and it continues. So man goes through, you know, illnesses, diseases, famines, droughts, wars, more and more cards like added. So, but it took its last shape in the 19th century. As far as I remember, yes. So, so it's an old one. Eventually, the symbolism is an old one in general. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you were, if this was your first time with these cards. So how many minutes we have? Crazy. Let me see. Oh, okay, it's like 80 minutes almost. Okay, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, Moon and Risings, maybe you have also stopped by. Thank you so much stopping by. As I have mentioned, don't thank to me, thank to people who has funded these readings. So these readings are funded with your contributions. So what comes to the channel goes to the channel. It's just my advertisement income. 30% of them goes for straight animals. So I work with the organization here in my country. So the rest of it goes for, of course, channel management, taxes and etc. And this is how it organizes itself. Okay, so of course private readings are also important. So this is some kind of a model that a channel can sustain itself, so I can bring you unique readings. But this is for people who really enjoys my content and knows me for years in YouTube. So your contributions are much appreciated. I love you all and I appreciate you all for coming and showing up in this reading. There is a join button. You can click and join as a member, and you make everyone happy. I think other members will love to see you. Thank you so much. Please take good care. Ciao for now.